Eddie House, Amina Smith here with you. The Celtics lose a close one in overtime to the Charlotte Hornets, 121-118. Another battle with a bad team in the NBA. Eddie, what did you take away from this matchup with the Celtics losing to a 3-9 team?
Just not being able to close things out. You know, you have an opportunity to finish the game, close it out, and it's small things, attention to detail. Offensive rebound here, offensive rebound there. Before you know it, they're back in the game. They got energy. And, I mean, my key was control LaMelo Ball, and that's exactly what we didn't do. We did everything except control LaMelo Ball, and he is the catalyst for this team. As he goes, this team goes, and he gives the other guys confidence, and he makes plays for other guys. And I just seen that tonight defensively, I thought our effort was subpar. You know, at times we were engaged, but for the most part, I thought this was a subpar defensive effort from this team.
Let's bring in Scalabrine and Drew Carter, who are live from Charlotte right now. And guys, this Celtics team led by as much as 18 in this matchup. Scal, I'll start with you. What kept Charlotte around in this matchup?
Eddie did a good job of explaining the offensive rebounds. Just think about when it was 2:02 remaining, the Celtics forced to miss three, and they had a 9-point lead. A 9-point lead against the Charlotte Hornets, 2:02. They gave him an offensive rebound to Mark Williams. He got a bucket. We went on. We did not score all the way until the end, until we got to overtime. So not a great way for us to finish, not great execution down the stretch. And we've touted this team all year about finding different ways to win. Tonight they found different ways to lose.
Yeah, best clutch team in the league per net rating coming into this one. 2 gritty wins in a row on the road. Offensive rebounding an issue tonight. Same thing with free throw shooting. I mean, the Celtics missed 10 free throws tonight, 18 of 28, 64%. Hornets missed 1. They were 16 of 17. And the Celtics hadn't missed a clutch free throw all season. That's score within 5, under 5 minutes to play in a game. They were 22 of 22. Tonight they missed 3, and they ended up losing in overtime.
I haven't had an opportunity to see LaMelo Ball live in person, right? But I know what he brings to that team, Charlotte. You guys got a chance to see him live and direct, right? And so tell me what he means to that Charlotte organization. Scal, you was talking about, you know, his defense and stuff. What about that one possession he had with Jason Tatum where Jace tried to get in his bag, the ball got loose, they both dove on the ground, he dug in. Talk about what you think about him and as being a superstar, like, rising on his way to that.
I think the biggest thing for him is, so you might see this, like, you know, like I'll switch to League Pass and watch him, and he'll be jacking up threes and not engaged. When he plays against us, he looks really engaged out there, and he's obviously a gamer. When the game was on the line, he wanted that moment. He wasn't afraid of that moment, and that's part of being a great player. But you know, it's more than just that. Like, if you're always losing by 18, if you're 3-9, and I get it, they've had some guys out and suspensions and all that stuff, but he needs to be that guy, and you got to do it every single night. And for I don't think he's a young player anymore. He just signed a contract last summer, $270 million. So he is the guy, the face of the franchise. He's clearly good enough to do it, but not consistent enough to do it.
There was a point in that fourth quarter, Scal, where most of the starters were sitting on the bench except for Sam Hauser. He was out there on the floor. You saw Joe Mazzulla a bit frustrated with the unit that was out there. What do you think Joe Mazzulla was trying to see with the guys on the floor?
Well, he called a timeout, and he got him right. Now, if you go back and look, he got a wide-open 3 in a corner. They got a wide-open 3 from Hauser at the top. Hauser just, I mean, one of the hottest guys in the league and hottest guys in November, did not make shots today. So the offense wasn't bad. The defense wasn't bad. Joe Mazzulla calls a timeout, and they responded. So I'm not going to put this on the bench today. I'm going to put it on the starters in the last. And listen, having a 9-point lead on the road, like, you're not going to win every game by 20, but you have to be able to close out that game. The starters today did not close out that game for whatever reason. Is it slippage from the Toronto game, from the Memphis game? Is it just one of those nights when guys weren't making shots? But I just felt like they didn't play both sides of the ball with a sense of urgency that we've seen in the Memphis game and also in that Toronto game.
Let's take a look at that fourth quarter and how it went down between the Celtics and the Hornets. Gordon Hayward misses a shot right here, but Mark Williams with the layup to clean it up for the Hornets. And then LaMelo Ball going to work in that fourth quarter, hits the 3, and he's doing work for Charlotte to get them to win this game. Williams again on this play gets up, misses a shot, catches his own rebound, and gets it in the basket. And then Drew Holiday on this next play gets fouled, but he's going to head to the line for 2. And here's where it's critical. Eddie, I know you're here with me. Misses both free throws. How critical was this point for the Celtics?
Oh, that's huge. That's the opportunity to ice the game. You could go up 4 with 2 free throws right there. You don't knock either one of them down. At least if you make one of them, it's still 3. They got to force a 3 instead. LaMelo Ball is able to get to the basket and tie the game up because you went and missed 2 free throws. I mean, and at this point right here, that's where Sam Hauser has to cut. He has to understand that you see Gordon Hayward turn his head, and you see the back of his head. You don't see his eyes no more. You have to get out of there. And that gives you opportunity to lay up, and Jaylen Brown could come fill that spot right there because Williams is going to have to take Sam Hauser. He's going to have to take them, what would leave Jaylen Brown with a wide open shot up top. I just think bad recognition as far as understanding exactly what you need to be getting in that particular situation.
Well, that's how we get to overtime. Brown trying to get the shot off. Porzingis cleans it up at the basket. Then Gordon Hayward gives Charlotte the lead right here with this shot, 114-113. And then the Celtics trying to make something happen. Peyton Pritchard trying to get some work done, trying to get down to the basket, taking the mid-range shot, gets blocked right here. And then downhill pretty much for the Celtics in overtime. Drew Holiday with the rebound, trying to make something happen. Jason Tatum with the 3. LaMelo Ball was just playing big boy basketball out there tonight, Eddie.
Yeah, he was a ball. That was my key, is control him. Because as he goes, that team goes. But I just think a lack of attention to detail on both sides of the ball, whether it was offense or whether it was on defense with the back cut when Gordon Hayward got that layup. It's just, those are things that you got to clean up. And those are unacceptable. Those are controllables. Those are controllables.
And Jason Tatum with the quick one tries to get it off. But then here, again, at the free throw line, makes 2 out of the 3. But then take a look at the clock right here. Took a while for the clock to stop. Eddie, what are you thinking about the timing here and how long it took for the clock to stop?
Well, Dan, we shouldn't have to need the clock dude or whoever that is, a scorekeeper to keep the clock right? We should have won this game regardless. But that's home cooking. That's the things that happen when you are on the road. But let me say this, because I've been critical about these referees, and I don't get fined out here for talking about these referees. You understand me? So I'm finna talk about them now. Now that's back-to-back games that I feel that we got some bogus things happen out here. It's been real janky. The whistle's been janky, and then any other time they go look at everything. I'm talking about if a dude scuff his foot on the. They'll go look at that. They're going to take 20 minutes to go look at it. Was his toe on the line? Was it not on the line? Right there, I think that was a regular opportunity, actually in the critical situation, to go look and say, hey, did we get this right? Should there be more time on the clock? Because we've seen it done time and time again, especially in the first quarter, second quarter, where they'll go back and be like, oh, no, put some more time on the clock. It was this, that. And they didn't even go take a look at it. To me, I mean, referees, y'all got to get y'all thing together out here. Like, come on now. That's all I'm trying to say. Get it together.